This is Abhimanyu from Devil's Trifecta and you're watching the Daily Cricket News. Let's begin. We begin with news of Pakistani cricket. Now Sarfaraz Ahmed, as expected, has taken over the reins of the test team after the retirement of Misbah-ul-Haq. The Pakistani team were being honoured at Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's residence following their Champions League triumph. At that time, PCB chairman Shahar Khan announced that he had offered the job to Sarfaraz Ahmed and he gladly accepted it. Now Sarfaraz Ahmed is already captain in the T20 and the ODI format. While he took over after Shahid Afridi stepped down from the T20 captaincy following the 2016 T20 World Cup, Azhar Ali resigned in February this year and Sarfaraz Ahmed was promoted to the captaincy. Now this is the first time in 5 years that Pakistan has a single captain across all three formats. Coincidentally, the last man to captain all three sides was Misbah-ul-Haq, but he stepped down from the T20 captaincy following the 2012 World Cup. Now, Sarfaraz Ahmed's first assignment will be taking on Sri Lanka in UAE, where he faces the team in 3 tests, 5 ODIs and 2 T20s. Going on with Pakistani cricket, PCB chairman has invited ICC President Shashank Manohar to his farewell. Now Khan's tenure ends in August and he has revealed in an interview that when the two recently met in London, an invite was extended to the ICC President Manohar. The board will hold an election for the new president in July, with PCB's leader of the executive committee Najam Sethi expected to take over. Now Najam Sethi hopes that during the visit of Shashank Manohar, the proposed World 11 tour to Pakistan later this year will also be confirmed. Now Pakistan are desperate to bring international games back to their shore, as since 2009 no team has visited Pakistan to play cricket. Moving on. South Africa have moved on from the absence of star batsman AB de Villiers in the test format. Now this is the view of Vernon Philander, the fast bowler, who was asked this before the first test begins against England. The fast bowler believes that the team has had to make adjustments to cope with the absence of de Villiers, but feels that the team has done a pretty good job of doing so. Since the self-imposed exile of de Villiers, South Africa have played 4 test series and won all 4 of them, with away wins at Australia and New Zealand. It seems unlikely that AB de Villiers will return to the test arena, and while Philander respects the decision of de Villiers, he says that in the end it's all about the team and not any single player. Moving on to Cricket Australia and the players. Now, Michael Clarke, the former Australian cricketer, has appealed to Cricket Australia and the Players Association to sign a rollover 12-month contract while they discuss the issues and solve it behind closed doors. Now, Clarke believes that this ongoing pay dispute has put everything that matters on the back burner. He says that the players, rather than being concerned about their performances on the field, are much more worried about their financial stability. He feels it is sad that the performances of the Australian women in the ongoing World Cup have taken a backseat to this dispute, despite the fact that Aussies are favourites to land their 6th world title. He also feels that Stephen Smith and his team will be massively unprepared for the Ashes in November this year. He hopes that everything is settled, if not permanently, at least temporarily, so the players can focus for their performances on the field rather than being concerned about the financial problems. And finally, the Women's World Cup. The tournament has a busy day in schedule, as 6 of the 8 teams participating are in action today. Defending champions Australia take on Pakistan, looking to vacate 4 wins in a row. Now Pakistan, on the other hand, will need to cause an almighty upset if they are to stay alive in the tournament and qualify for the semi-finals. Now host England take on South Africa, with both teams looking to take a step further for qualification for the semi-finals. Now South Africa demolished West Indies in their last match, while England make light work of Sri Lanka. The third and final match of the day sees an all-Asian affair as India take on Sri Lanka. Now, while India, like Australia, will be looking to make it 4 wins out of 4, Sri Lankan players will be looking to the heavens for divine intervention to stay in contention for the semis. We will be back tomorrow with the reviews of all the matches.